Hello everyone, welcome to another Penguin Academy for the Blood Bowl 3 World Championships play-in round, or play-in stage rather. This time up we have two decent players, Torquemada with Dwarves, you'll know him as the vampire player from Team England, and Nourrou with humans, which is unfortunate for Nourrou because there's not a lot of Dwarves in the World Championships, and humans really don't like playing Dwarves. Humans like beating up elves, rats, which are just furry elves, etc. Amazons even. They do not like playing against bash teams because humans are just a crap bash team. Real guard heavy, the Dwarves too. The Dwarves got like 6 guard and a mighty blow. He did stick the mighty blow on a Lino though, on a Longbeard, so technically he's got mighty blow tackle, but it's not a very good mighty blow because it's on a Longbeard, and the Slayer that he's brought is naked. He also means, because he used all of his skills on Longbeards, he's got naked runners. I would have 5 guard and mighty blow on the Slayer, yes. I could also see just 4 guard and then block on a runner as well. No dwarf hit on this channel, I see. This is not... So this is a pseudo anti-blitz defense. There's no reason to have this be a weak spot at all. Like, you've got guard... So this is just a 2 dice block to clear this hole. So, like, it's weird that you know blitzes happen, but then you just don't know that this is rubbish. There's no reason, is it? This guy could be there. If you just put this guy there, you're all good to go. You still get as many blocks. Just put this guy there. Or, seeing as the humans have set up in Rule of 5, this guy there is even better. Because the weak spot is now much smaller. It doesn't, like, cover, like, this giant part of the pitch. It's just the outside edge. So, just pointlessly weak setup. Kind of annoying when this, you know, it's a Team England player. You expect better. It's doubly silly. It's actually, I'm nitpicking on him more because he obviously has set up against a blitz. But that means he's just done it badly. Like, at least if you don't set up against a blitz, it's because you don't think about it. He's clearly thought about it and done it wrong, which is, to me, worse. Blocking oddly as well. Just blocking in a weird way that meant that he had to block forward. Luckily he got 3 pows, so he's okay. 4 pows. No removals. The humans will be happy at that. Ball in hand. Right, so... Against the Dwarves, you're almost certainly not going to get, like, as humans, a good chance at sacking the ball, right? The ball didn't go deep. The ball is now on the... The ball is now with the rest of the Dwarves. They're solid. So, to me, you just try to play keep away. You utilize the fact that you've got an Ogre, you've got your own guard... You don't let the Dwarves push too far into your half every turn. You give them like 1 square turn or something. Slow them down. Hopefully they roll a couple of pushes or 1 in 9s. Yes, so here's the thing. Torquemada is the tabletop vampire goat. which is like being the best swimmer in Nairobi. I'm not like, obviously it's exaggerated for comic effect, right? Torquemada is actually very good with vampires, but no, he's not the best vampire player around. He plays tabletop. But he is probably the best like person who plays vampires regularly on tabletop, but he's not a top tier player. Any top tier player who spends, you know, a few weeks practicing with vampires will be better than him because they're better at Blood Bowl and those skills are transferable to any team. You just need to learn the nuances of each team to get that team up to your normal Blood Bowl skill level. I'm not a massive fan, as you know, of just pointlessly leaving safe moves till last. Moved players first, then took a block, then moved more players. Like, I don't know if like there's a massive prevalence of ADHD in like the Blood Bowl community, but it seems really odd that lots of players get bored halfway through their turn of safe moves and have to roll some dice before they move other players. Like, I have Rampage in ADHD and I don't do that, so I don't know what the excuse is. Let's see if he does really, really pointless dodges to kill his own players. He did. Does he die? No. Boo. 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 Tell me we're not doing a rush blitz. Tell me we're not doing a rush blitz. Fuck's sake. Disgraceful. So this is actually real good for the humans, right? The dwarves decided to try and take no space. That is now 2 turns, and the dwarves have claimed 0 space from the LOS. 0. That is just where you step forward to on the LOS. They don't have a single square in two turns. That is real good. That's exactly what you want as the humans, and they should just continue to do that. Like, they should absolutely just move forward, keep him there, and just blitz like one of the outside edges here. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you can't really not do that. He could have put him here to protect this guy on the corner, but he still left this guy, so yeah. Okay, he's blitzing this corner by the look of it. Yeah. Not with Mighty Blow either. He's blitzing for position, which I don't hate. Don't dodge. Don't dodge that guy. Do not dodge that guy. Don't dodge that for fuck's sake. So there are 2 reasons not to dodge these guys, right? The first is you're not re-rolling it. So if you fail, you're taking an armor break for absolutely no reason. The second is against dwarves who are trying to claim space. These guys on the floor, because dwarves can't foul, these guys on the floor are a giant pain in the ass. You have to, like, play around them. You can't just stick the ball next to them. The ball doesn't have block. So even guards don't help you. So they're a pain in the ass, these squares. You can't walk a guard into them. You can't put the ball next to them. It basically, a guy on the floor is literally claiming the 9 squares around him, 8 squares around him, and the one he's in, for the ball not to go. Leave him there. Like, it's fine. You've got enough players to screen. You do the dodge if you need to fill a hole. You don't do it for fun. All right, so the dwarves are actually trying to bully now, which is the correct thing to do. And he's remembered how corners work, which is nice. Not that the human was going to blitz over here anyway, because he's got the mighty blow guy to blitz right there. He's probably going to blitz with the ogre. I mean, that guy should have been at the front here. No pow again. Sucks to be him. But the dwarves only claim 2 squares, yeah? Oh, he's based. Interesting. And he's made the dodge, too. Okay, stop making... Like, this one is relevant. He's standing. Sooner or later, he's going to kill his own players. And also, this square now gives him a guard to walk into, which allows him to 2-dice the ogre. He couldn't 2-dice the ogre before, look. And he's dodged from a square that now allows him to 2-dice the ogre. So even worse this time. Somehow each of these dodges are getting worse. And we're claiming space where I said, like, the block piece should have been here so that this guy and this guy were protecting this space. You're allowing him to get forward scouts that he shouldn't be allowed. He is going to, like, spread his team out a bit more, which is okay. But claiming this space is bad. Because he's going to get to blitz him and move into this space. Whereas this block piece would have been better to protect that. Better block dice for the dwarves. Kind of annoying for the humans. Constant pushes. No armor break, though. So yeah, he spread his team out a bit. Oh, okay. And based up the guards with his own guards just to get blocked. I mean, there's still 11 humans on the pitch. I don't think that's incredible tactics to trade off like that. But because you're splitting your own team, right? And they can move better than you. So he's the blitz, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He goes there. The block player. He's the blitz. The guard goes over there. The Slayer's tagged. You just leave that so you can actually cover the sideline because the Slayer can't surf. These two come over. He stands for the block, and then you dodge him last action. Bit weird, this. I guess he's going to go here and blitz from here, so if he gets a POW, we can keep him tagged, which is okay. Should move this wrestler first. Does get a POW, finally. And a POW there, which will keep him tagged as well. Oh, God, the Ogre went stupid. So the problem with the Ogre going stupid is not only do you not get a 2-dice block, you don't tag this one behind, and you don't allow him to get up and dodge, which is just super obnoxious. Real bad time for that. He's rolled a 1-dice POW instead of the dodge there. I'll be honest with you, the dodge is just way more useful than that 1D POW. It is a 3 over a 2. But this dwarf can't go anywhere. Like, he's got 4 movement. He's not helping over here, is he? Whereas you can come right over here, and you've got another mobile guard next turn. This was annoying. If the Ogre hadn't just chosen this turn to get stupid, the dwarves were in trouble. This is a real bad push from the dwarves. They didn't claim space early enough. Torque's not used to playing dwarves, I'm guessing. They didn't claim space early enough. They had to push forward from the start. Like, humans don't disintegrate like Armor 7 teams. You need to grab your space immediately every single turn. You need to get a square or two. And he hadn't done it, and now he's like halfway through his drive and split up. He's left 2 of his players over here. He's tagged. These are slow, even though he right here is now free. Imagine if neither of these were free. You'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 spare dwarves and the ball. Awful, right? Real awful. But luckily, he's given him 2 dwarves back. Real annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one can go there. That allows 2 into 2 with him. What? That one. Okay, I guess this is the blitz then. Better not be a 1 in 9. Okay, it's a push. But essentially now, you got 3 turns to score from the 10 rank, and you've only really got 9 dwarves, right? These aren't going anywhere. And you're not going to have 9 dwarves very long, because if the ogre activates, at least 1 or 2 dwarves are going to be stuck on the ogre. So the Slayer is the blitz, because the Slayer is what stops you from just elf columning on the side. So the Slayer has to be the blitz. You can, in fact, blitz this way, which either clears your lino on a push, so that you can block the Slayer off, obviously, or gives you another follow-up block on a POW. But then it doesn't clear your lino. So I would probably, even on a POW, I would probably just clear the lino rather than take another block. Because otherwise you're dodging him. I don't know which is better, but you definitely are. He left the dwarf on the ogre. So these 4 are gone. So he's only got these. If you knock one down and stun him, he's got 6 dwarves to try and score with. This is looking real bad for the dwarves. The humans just need to hold their nerve here. No. Oh, God. No. Fuck's sake. Does get the stun. Okay, so that's these 3, 5. He does have 5 dwarves in the ball to try and score in 3 turns through an elf column. That was a weird 1 dice. I'll be honest with you, that's a super odd 1 dice. You've got to dodge here. You can't re-roll that skull, and that would free up a dwarf to come into really bad territory. You had them based there. Like, you can't roll that. No, not that way. This way. Here. He needs to go here. Needs to go here. Oh, what are you doing back there? What do you think that is helping? It was a huge mistake, yeah. But, I mean, it's still pretty... Like, if he pows him, he's double basing the ball. So it's still pretty bad for the... For the dwarves. Right, so I don't like standing him up until you know what the rest of the stuff has happened. It's a safe move, sure, but you might not want him on his feet. Like, if you plan this turn out and you know, like, where he's going to go and you realize he could, like, do something by getting chained or whatever, you might want him down on the ground. Yes, but if on a push he can double base the ball, but one of those double bases will be hittable, which you don't want, because then you can chain him off the base by hitting diagonally. He can do it anyway, right? He can surf, he can blitz, but then he's used his blitz. This should also be based now. Base him. Base him! Come on, human guy! Base the free guard! You do understand this is just a 3+ dodge to go back this way, right? Double basing him does nothing. The mighty blow tackle should have gone on the ball and then should have been backed up by the guard. And then you had 3 players to stop the reverse this way. Look at the giant space you've left. This is a 3+. 89% of the time, the ball is going to be over here and in a cage. Come on, dude. Oh, that's a dead guard. It is a dead guard. Base the mighty blow. Base the mighty blow. But base someone on this side of the pitch. How can you not see this? How do you not see this? There are 4 dwarves completely untagged and a giant gaping hole. How do you not see that that is the play? That is like a complete and utter lack of foresight. Why hasn't he followed? Why hasn't he followed? Why didn't he follow? You still have to dodge. Why? What's this mighty blow guy doing? A rush. A double rush. How is that helping? Okay. All right, so we know that the ball has to double rush to score. So at best, it has to go directly diagonally, right? So you know 2, 2, and 2 is good enough, right? Because you know that he has to go diagonally. So, like, that's good enough. I mean, you should do the grid, as I mentioned. So do that. Just do that. Blitz this guy and stick 2 players, well, in this grid, 2 players in this grid, and 2 players diagonally, and then someone else here. Because he can't go round. He can't do anything. He has to go through. He can force a 4-4-3 to score, yes. That's the wrong line. That's also not correct. 5 years. 5 years we've had to learn this. Literally 5 years. What if this is a 1 in 9? Like that. Good lord. Okay, now he goes there. Okay, so they're wrong. Like, obviously, this back row should be 1 back. But he's ended up roughly in the right space. Obviously, this was wrong. That was the wrong blitz. He didn't need to be there. It doesn't make the scoring any harder to be the forward. They could, for free, they could have been at the back and blitzed someone else and had more players in the way. This should be a grid, Jaeger, yes. It's real. And don't do this dodge, right? It literally does nothing, this dodge. So you're just likely to kill yourself. So you can do the block, but don't do the dodge. In fact, I would say, if anything, the best blitz was this guy. And then do a rush to base the ball with him. Or, wait, a blitz on the ground and get a pow, and then just base the ball with the ogre to force another dodge. That would have been the best blitz. I didn't even see that there was a completely freeable ogre down here. The blitz at the front did nothing. Why are you dodging? Just why are you dodging? None of that does anything. That does literally nothing. There's nobody can score through that square. There is not a single player on the pitch that square matters to. Why are you risking killing your own player for zero purpose? It's so frustrating that people just don't have a clue what they're doing. Like, what is the point of this? Put an extra assist in there. There's the pow, so we can jump. It's a 4-3 now instead of a 4-4-3. By the way, I would like to point out he failed the jump. I would like to point out that he shouldn't have blitzed with Mighty Blow because you do not want to remove. For your best chance of scoring, you don't want to remove, so you shouldn't blitz with the Mighty Blow piece. He's blitzing with the Ogre on the Slayer. I'm trying, Jaeger. I'm literally trying to drag these little moments out of these games. He removes himself immediately. Don't foul thick skull dwarves, by the way, who have bench. Oh no, he doesn't have bench. Sorry, he lost his bench earlier. Don't foul thick skull dwarves, especially not a skillless runner. If you don't score now when it goes to overtime, you're going to miss an extra man. Because you've got a halfling on the pitch now for no reason. Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, you get. Like, as much as I'm, like, pointing out all the mistakes, they're not... I'm actually pointing out the mistakes rather than, oh my god, like, I don't even know what to say. Much better, isn't it, when, like, they're just slightly bad instead of just terror bad? I don't think that this is correct. You can tell Torquemada's a tabletop player, right? Just casually dropping a dwarf in your opponent's half. Oh no, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'll take it back. He has like on the ball +4. I'm assuming he's there, by the way. Yes, look. The weird thing is that he's not even like a thing. He's actually the model of the player who's standing in this square. There we go, just for you, Jaeger. I clicked 9, and he bounced back to his right square. Alright, I'm not certain what's up with this human setup, by the way. It seems a bit odd to just give up extra blocks. Like this blitzer could be forward, and then you get to hit the entire LOS. I don't really know why he's not. Doesn't step forward to take blocks next turn. He stepped forward with the Augur instead. And he doesn't step forward to protect the Augur either. Like, you've got to think about next turn, right? If you step forward there, next turn, when these dwarves stand up, you get to hit them. But now you've just got an Augur on them. And the Augur doesn't even have guard, he has block. So this guy can't take a 2-dice block. Just step in. I was going to say failed to pick up, but he didn't. That was a weird little juggle ammunition. Juggle animation. Ammunition. What is wrong with me? So now he gets based. And this is a 2-dice block on the Augur. Because, of course, there's no guard to protect him. You could have a dead Augur here. You don't. Just pure luck, really, that you don't. Right, he goes there. And we just block him. Blitz him with Mighty Blow. And then block him. Why? You've got a block on him. I've said before, I don't know if it's part of my ADHD or whatever, but when I get tired, I have whatever that weird thing is. Where you swap words around. It's not aphasia, because I'm not saying random words. Alright, the humans are taking no blocks back. That's good. Every turn that they only take a blitz back is good for the humans. Real good. Because they need to minimize the attrition in this drive before they score. Good night, Jaeger. That's interesting, isn't it? Just leaves him based. Why are we leaving him based like that? Where's he going? You're a bit eager, mate. Right, so humans do not need to struggle for every square. No, in this case, because he didn't get a POW, I see. He should have just left him not based. He's taking a block back that he doesn't need to take. Like, dwarves do die. Like, it's only 1 in 30 to remove them, but it does happen. If you take 30 blocks, you'll take an extra removal, right? He should go there. No, okay, he should have gone there. Basing the guard doesn't do a lot here. And who's helping him take the blitz here? Because the catchers can't. So that's what that block guy's job should have been. You can't leave the catcher as the assist. Oh. I'll be honest with you. On turn 11, you'd have been better off just leaving them tagged out and forcing 2 dwarves to go and, like, waste their time over there. Like, run the catcher up here instead. I mean, this guy... So, again, the problem with this is you have to put a guard here, right? If you're going to do this. So that he has to get a guard there as well. And you've just based his guards. Like, this one was on the ground. This one's here. This one's a double rush away. So a guard here protects a free Mighty Blow Blitz. Not good shapes from the... puts a guard in there now. Look, and it's a 2 dice block. That's why I said you had to protect him if you were going to do that. And now you've had your Ogre 2 diced again. You keep getting a Strength 5 player 2 diced every turn. And you've allowed this guy to be based. And the Ogre doesn't stand up. And now you're in trouble. Good stun. Real good stun. But a real bad lack of POW. And you can't re-roll it. He's going to do a handoff to a catcher. Oh, God. Oh, it's a pass. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that guy can get hit, right? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, never mind. Dwarves too slow. And he based him anyway, so he managed to get away. And eats that. If the Ogre had stood up here, I think that the Dwarves had lost. Frankly. He put an assist in to hit a catcher. I'm going to put that down to Torque. No, I can't put it down to Torque on Blood Bowl 3. Torque's played a lot of Blood Bowl 3. He should know that's a catcher. Okay, still no removals. So the humans are still on 11. Oh, he's made the dodge. He re-rolled as well for that. Doesn't get a pow there. That's kind of a useless one, because that guy's getting chained out anyway. You've just filled the square. This thrower 2 dice is him, and he just chains that guard out anyway. And then this guy can blitz off him and come up to here. And then that's 2 dice. And depending on what that looks like, then you can decide whether or not to stall. Like if you powed him and him and him, you could probably stall. If you get all pushes, you should probably score. Because this guy frees up him, and he can come and tag like the runner or the slayer. Oh no, the slayer's tagged. So he can come and tag the runner. The ogre will be able to move up and tag the guy you knocked here, even if that's a push. So you should be able to stall here. As dodgy as it looks, you should be able to do it. Okay, you can't tag the runner anymore because of this guy. But you can stand him up and tag the slayer as well. He should... Right, so moving him makes it feel very strongly like he's going to score, because you should have done all of that, and if you were going to stall, this is a last action rush to double base, to base him, to not have that be a 1 dice. And same with this. He should go there. Okay, he did at least go there. That's a push. This might be... Oh. Okay. I don't know what just happened there. That was a push with him, the guard. And now... Oh, no, we're scoring. We're either scoring or we're coming backwards. Are we coming backwards and side switching? No. What are we blitzing him for then? Okay, I hated everything about that turn. And, right, the one thing you can't do here as the humans is rule of 5. Literally the one thing you can't do. You've given dwarves a short drive. You cannot rule of 5. You just cannot. So right now, the dwarves should be moving down the pitch. You shouldn't be taking blocks. You should be claiming space immediately, so that if something goes wrong, you can eat it. Like, if you claim space, like, the first block should be your blitz. Whatever you're going to do is your blitz. Your first block should have been that. You should have claimed some space. And then if you do get a 1 in 36 on the LOS, because you got a short drive and it's overtime format, you can eat it. You've got to do things in priority order, and moving down the pitch and taking your blitz are more priority than hitting the spods on the LOS. The humans should have set up in chevrons, I see, yes. They should have set up in regular chevrons across the pitch. They shouldn't allow this free space claim. So both players not doing the right thing here, which kind of balances out. And again, look, just safe moves last. And if you knew you were going to do this, you should have taken the LOS blocks differently, so you didn't leave this gate dodge through here. If you 1 in 9, this is a 3+ to come through and win. You have to stand here. Yeah, you have to stand in one of these squares to stop the 3+. Can't re-roll it. So now we have the same situation as the first half. The dwarves have 3 turns to score. So just get in the way. Blitz the Slayer so you're allowed to stand in this square and just get in the way. There's no point in 4+ in through here. It's too easy to stop the dwarves from scoring. So you blitz the Slayer so that you can stand here and you just literally get in the way. You've got enough players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 2 dodges to make that make it even harder. Now he's going to chevron. He shouldn't chevron. Oh, okay. He's going all in on the sideline. I don't hate that. The ogre should stay there. Push him sideways. Don't base him. Move backwards to here. Here. That's it. The ogre shouldn't activate. And he eats one of the dwarves here, which is nice. Doesn't just dodge them both. Probably should have followed. Gets the POW, jams in. Can't stand. You can't stand in this square. You just can't. You've just created a T-shape. If he blitzes from here now, he can chain the blitzer up here, stand here, and just surf the blitzer. Oh, God, so we're just giving up hits. Okay, never mind. We're just giving up extra hits. Guard goes in there. He has to base this guard. He can't. Okay, so this guard goes in there. That's 2 dice. That's a 2 dice blitz. And if this is a 2 dice POW, or like you can use this blitz to chain the ball backwards another square. Or you can... Oh, wait, you can still do the surf. You can still do the surf. Because you're creating a square now. You can still surf. You can absolutely still surf here. Not only that, but he set this up so that when he stands him up, this guy has a 2 dice block to free the ogre. This is some bad play. Sorry, Torque. You need more practice with dwarves. I'm always particularly, like, grumpy about dwarves as well because they're my favorite race. So this is just a block. No. No, human man, no. No, 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 no. Why have you done this? Why have you done this? So no surf. And now you've put a player on him as well. Okay, right. So we haven't even stood this guy up. We're taking blockless blocks. Stand him up, for fuck's... Stand him up! Why are you blocking this way? Free the ogre! Oh, for fuck's sake. And, okay, I give up. Oh... Okay, at least it's difficult for the dwarves to score still. ballsed everything up and made his dodges, so sure, great, awesome. Doesn't get a POW here, so I don't know how he scores next turn. Literally have no clue how he's going to score here. I mean, what's happening here? That is crazy. If he hadn't broken armor there, that was just a straight 2-dice surf. I mean, it still might end up as a straight 2-dice surf, depending here. You can get a guard in there, in this square. I don't know what's happening. This seems awful. Can you surf the ball even? And I'm not even, because of the chain, the squares you can block over to there. I don't think you can surf the ball, but you can certainly chain him 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. You can chain him back out of range. That is absolutely something you can do here. You might be able to get rid of all the scoring threats here in one swift go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So if you fill this here and take this block, that chains this guy backwards. You can put one of these guards in this square. Use the other one to surf the Slayer. And that gives you 2 dice on him. And that chains him back out of range. All 3... Oh, no, wait. You'll have this guy. You'll always have this guy. Fuck. Can you chain him as well? You might be able to chain him as well. You might be able to just chain these out of range. Depends. You can't chain all 3, I don't think, is the problem. You can definitely... you can also just 1 dice the ball. Because you can put a guard in there. And if you POW and follow, you can just blitz from this square and get 1D on the ball. 75% to sack it. That also works. So much, like, just so bad. There's so much stuff you can do that isn't good here. Okay, gives himself an insane scoring threat that is marked by an ogre. Why are you staying put? What's with the staying put? He's 1 in 9. He's 1 in 9. Alright, that guy's not a scoring threat anymore. Wait, you didn't follow? I was going to say, yeah, you'd, like, at least mark him. Alright, real rough to score now. What even can you do as the Dwarves here? So he's out of scoring range. So he's got to stand just to be able to clear the ball. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. I honestly don't even know what you do here. Oh, yes I do. Okay, right. So he stands. He takes a block, and it has to be a POW, so if it's not, you have to go this way and knock him down. Someone has to POW him into this square here. He knocks him out of the way, and then he goes through this square to this square, jumps the body of this guy to there, and then scores. That's the play. Mine's better, Emily. But yes. You could also fill in a bunch of squares and try to chain yourself forward. But yeah, I was looking for the best jump play. That's probably the best jump play. There is also, so if you get the POW here, but you don't get the POW on this guy, you can just do a 5+ jump into a 3+ dodge. That's still fine. What, like, one of these needs to go down. That's fun. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know what his plan is. His plan is to use the dwarf. That's not the right plan. He can't chain the dwarf out, right? Because of the way that he's tagged him. He'd ran out of time as well. He's dwarves. What was there to think about in the game? You punch things. Zero excuse to be out of time clock as a basic bash team. Oh, he's chaining, he's double rushing to 1 dice POW. The fucking, okay. Hang on then. Why are we not putting a guard in there to make this a 2 dice? Why are we not doing the same play, but the guard goes in there and this is a 2 dice block? Gets a 1 dice POW to make up for his shit play. Throws a pass. Fails the pass. Loses. That was not good. Real bad. But not as bad as the previous games, right? This is bad for Blood Bowl. That was bad for, like, life and humanity. There's no way that play was better than this play. And, you know, you can't run out a time clock as fucking dwarves. What turns did you have like, I get using some time clock on, like, the end of the first half or something. No, I know, you were just telling me, and I'm not insulting it. I'm just saying there's no excuse. The correct one, Sliker, is the worst loss of England to France since the American War of Independence. Where the Americans like to pretend they won a war that they weren't really in. Unless you, like, look at today's school books across America, where America was definitely in that war, kicked the British's ass, and ended slavery at the same time. Because they're such good guys. I haven't said goodbye yet, so this is in the VOD. Yeah, so what I was saying, Bucky, was, like, you can't, like, it's not even overtime. People have got to learn to play faster. That is part of the game, by the way. Like, as you can so people have different ratings, don't they, in chess, right? Because it's harder to play chess faster than it is to play chess slower. So time does matter. Like, it literally just matters. You have to learn to play faster. Like, if you have infinite time, a monkey could find the right moves. Like, you can't have infinite time. Like, you've got to have a time limit. It's a puzzle game. It's a strategy game. A time limit is important. How the hell is Torque going to play vampires on Blood Bowl 3 if he's out of time clock playing dwarves? As much as I might like have a joke about the fact that Torque's obviously not the best vampire player in the world, like it's you still want to watch him play. Like he's still a good player and plays a lot of vampires, which is fun for people to watch. Not that much fun if he's out of time by like turn 9 every game, is it? You got to get faster. Anyway, I got to be honest, a deserved loss. Neither player was great, but the dwarves simply just didn't know how to play dwarves. Didn't claim space, was so slow getting forward. They're like, we're just expecting a human team to disappear, and then they didn't, and they had serious trouble. You can't rely on removals or anything. You've got to claim your own space. Can't start doing that and turn 4 as dwarves. So, yeah, a deserved loss. Just about, to be fair. It's not like Nourrou was great either. But still, all the shit I give them, at least there was a lot of Penguin Academy stuff in there because they weren't just absolutely god-awful. They were playing Blood Bowl, at least. So, the better game of the last 4 by a mile. And we will see you next time.